Well, as you can see, we have weather coming in. The wind's getting up a bit. It's going to be wet and windy, I think, by midnight. But we need wet. Oh, three. Are they three wood pigeons or whatever they are? It's breeding season. Somebody's being chased. I did you a stats video, but it was crap, so I've deleted it. It was too close in, so you couldn't see all of the information, and I wasn't paying attention to what you could see on the phone, so it was missing some of the information because the phone was too close. So I'll try and do one another day. It was quite interesting that 90% of my viewing audience are female and only 10% male, which intrigues me a little bit because I get quite a few comments from males. So I'm surprised it's only 10%. And almost 50% are over 65, which is another interesting thing for me. What was I going to talk to you? I was going to talk to you. I know I posted about gaslighting, but I've seen somebody just now gaslighting Selma on his vlog that he's just made. He's made a short, tongue-in-cheek, humorous vlog, and somebody has said that he needs professional help. Well, as a professional, as a former retired professional, I have to disagree. And as somebody who was gaslit by a narcissist over many years, I have to disagree. It's really, really hard being gaslit. You really are confused. You really don't believe your own experience because you're told your own experience is wrong. And when you're young, as I was, you're just confused. But so confused that you don't know you're confused. It's not until you get deconfused in therapy, which is what happened with me, is that you begin to look back and see where you were gaslit and see what was going on and feel validated. I think that's the difficulty, is that when you get gaslit over years and years, you're devalued. Your feelings are devalued. I was brought up, and this is hanging over me, not hanging over me now because I moved on, but I was brought up and told I was too sensitive. Oh, Kathy, you're too sensitive. And I want to say right now, there's no such thing as too sensitive. Being sensitive is a good thing. Being sensitive is about having empathy and compassion and feeling things, not being too sensitive. But I was told I was too sensitive all the time, and it hurt. It really hurt because you then have to. It makes you do this. Like, I'm doing that, not deliberately. That was an unconscious sort of drawing in. It makes you draw yourself in and try and hold down feelings that are real, but feelings you're told are not real. And to spend a lot of your life holding feelings in is really, really not good for you. Really not good for you. So I think it's really important to recognise that when somebody has a feeling and talks about that feeling, that it's valid. Even if you don't think that they should feel that, it's what they feel. Everybody's feelings are valid. So if say somebody is angry about something that you think, well, what are you angry about that for? They're angry about it. That's how they feel. It's their feeling. That's their reality. Don't devalue it. Don't deflect from it. So I wanted to say, I feel that I feel qualified in many ways to be able to talk about gaslighting, and not just on a professional level. But to say somebody needs professional help is really, really an awful thing to say, especially as you're an onlooker. I mean, I wouldn't I wouldn't say that about someone unless I've been working with. Well, if I was working with them, they are getting professional help. But you don't say that about people that you haven't really got to know, that you haven't really heard their story apart from the bits that they share. It's just inappropriate. It's inappropriate. And it's gaslighting, and it's not fair. And for those of you that have been asking about Selma, if you go to Tattle, if you go and join Tattle, you'll find Selma, because that's where he is. And I feel at the moment, I think he's being well supported. He's getting a lot of support on there, which I think he needs. I think everybody needs to feel supported. Everybody needs to feel that people are listening to them and validating their feelings. I'm not saying everybody on there will do that, but at the moment, that's where he's feeling happy and validated, and we all need to feel happy and validated. I don't think cat's going mad out here. I don't think he will ever get what he wants, and he needs to work out how he's gonna get on and move on from that. He won't ever get what he wants. But the trouble is, when you believe that somebody is going to forgive you or something's going to change in a narcissistic relationship, all the time you believe that, you're being hung out to dry. I remember a time when my mum came to me. I was an adult, and I was working as a therapist and was in therapy, and she came to me to apologise for something that had happened, and I sobbed and sobbed and sobbed. But what I realised was apologising wasn't going to change her behaviour. It wasn't going to mean she wouldn't do it again. And it wouldn't mean that she'd changed her position. I think she was apologising because I had moved away from her, and I think that I had let go of the symbiotic relationship, the pathological symbiotic relationship I was in with her, which was really good for me, really good for my mental health. And here comes the cat. Really good for my mental health. But so she came and apologised to me because I guess it was the only way that she could see that she could be in a relationship with me. But that's by the by. Well, it isn't by the by, but that is what happened. And if a narcissist comes to you and apologises, if a narcissist comes and apologises, well, that will only happen when hell freezes over. If a narcissist changes their position, changes their behaviour, and suddenly sees the error of their ways, hell will freeze over. And all of those things, you know what I'm saying. But please don't tell Salma he needs psychological help. We all need psychological help. Maybe he does, but it's not. It's like we all would benefit from being heard by somebody who knows their stuff, and we'd all benefit from that, but not in the way that it was said. That, it was said maliciously, and that's really wrong. Okay. It's the same person that called me bitter and twisted, so I'm going to take my bitter and twisted person off now, because it's quite cold out here. And everything's taking ages to upload. You may or may not get this today. It's Tuesday evening, or you might get it tomorrow, Wednesday morning. I don't know. If it's ready tonight, I'll post it tonight. Oh, cold. Bye.